ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नो दिभिः सीदसादनम् महागणपतये नमः। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु वाग्देव्यै नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्ताय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे रिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। Tattvamasi Shvetaketo is the Vedic vision about every individual who considers himself as a Apurnaha. According to the individual, he is an Apurnaha, small, insignificant, unfulfilled, subject to birth, death, sorrows, struggles. But as per the Vedic revelation, every individual is Nityaha, Shuddhaha, Buddhaha, Muktaha. So there are two visions now. An individual has to spend some quality time to know which one is right. Very important question it is. Because finding whether I am Apurnaha or Purnaha determines the course of life, determines the struggles in life. Whether his life is going to be a struggleful one or a relaxed one. If the individual considers Apurnatvam is the reality about myself. Then naturally he cannot accept his apurnatvam. He will try all methods of seeing himself as the Purna. Actually, in Shastra we come across Chaturvita Purusharthaha, 4 human goals. But if you probe into it, there is only one human goal. What it is? Seeing oneself as a Purnaha. Seeing oneself as the Purnaha is the only goal, therefore it is called Parama Purushartha. Other 3 Purusharthas, Artha, Kama and Dharma, are for the sake of this Parama Purushartha. Why the individual wants wealth? Because he considers himself that he doesn't have security in life. So, Artha Purushartha is for gaining security. I am insecure, being insignificant, I need some crutches to hold on because I cannot stand on my own. Therefore, I need all these supports, external supports. Vedanta says, even if after having those external supports, you consider yourself that you are stable in life, but you know that you are not stable in your life. Because you are dependent upon external crutches. Like a baby which is holding Moonu Sakara Vandin Solluvaanga. 3-wheel vehicle it is called. The sign of growth and stability of the child's body is the child's body should not hold any vehicle or any stick. Correct? Similarly, this Artha Purushartha becomes hold. But the individual knows anytime it can go away, therefore I am insecure. So I am insecure is a constant tune in his life. Then goes for Kama Purushartha. That is for what? Not for Kama's sake, but for happiness sake. Artha Purushartha is for security sake. Kama Purushartha is for happiness sake. He feels himself as unhappy by nature. The very first response of a human being in this world after the first moment of arrival, what it is? Crying. No child laughs after getting birth. Have you ever seen? Ever heard that any child came to this earth smiling? Only Bhagavan Krishna came. Understood? So very natural response after arrival is crying. That is the actual weapon for a child to get anything it wants. And if the child doesn't cry, people who are already in this world will make sure that it should cry. They will give a welcome slap, it is called. So, from the first experience onwards, the child finds that I am a crying individual, crying personality, lacking happiness. Therefore, he goes for varieties of Kama Purusharthas. Then, when the individual finds that these two are not serving my purpose of getting security and happiness, he goes to religious places and finds out whether any other means are there. Then it goes to the religious places, religious people say No, there is another Purushartha called Dharma Purushartha, which will give Adrishta Phalam. Other two Purusharthas are Drishta Phalam, seen result. You can see it, you can experience it. There is another means of getting Drishta Phalam through Adrishta, unseen deposit. So do this puja, do that puja, follow these values, like that it suggests. It is called Dharma Purushartha. This entire Dharma Purushartha depends upon religious literatures. Because all religious literatures assure a person that you will get some result being devoted, being good, being dharmic. Not only after the death of the body, but now, here and now also. Then as even you probe into it, the so-called assured Dharma Purushartha also is for what purpose? For peaceful life. Because he has developed a conflict in his personality while rushing towards the pursuit of Artha and Kama. He has violated so many norms. So, to make him peaceful without conflict, by pursuing the Kama and Artha in a legible way, by violating, you won't get that security, that happiness, even after you gain those external desired objects in your life. Correct? So there is a norm. You cannot eat through nose. You have to eat through mouth only. You cannot eat from another person's plate. You have to eat from your plate only. So there is a norm. So Dharma Purushartha also is for what? To get rid of one's own conflicts, to attain peace. I do something to attain peace either in this world or after the death of the body in some other world, means what? At present I am not at peace. At present I am unacceptable to me. At present I am insecure. At present I am unhappy. At present I am not acceptable to me. So all the three Purusharthas prove to be a futile effort for a probing mind. If you probe into it, what for, why I am going for this, then only it will be revealed to you. Your basic problem is not the absence of any of these things what you are seeking, but the absence of the reality about yourself. So basically you are searching for freedom, neither for Artha, nor for Kama, nor for Dharma or Punya or Loka. Even going to Lokas, for what? Same extended pleasure, same extended happiness, same extended security, that's all. If you are assured, when you go to Surga, they will welcome you by giving 100 slaps on your face. And that place is full of mosquitoes. People will be nagging you. So will you desire to go? The very fact you desire to go to Swarga or any other place after the death of the body is another expectation. At least in this body I could not get all those things. These religious people told the very body instrument itself is problematic, therefore you won't get it, so you have to change your upadhi. Upadhi means this instrument. So if you get another upadhi suitable for security and happiness, then you will get both of them in a large quantity for a long period. Swarge loke na bhayam kinchanasti. Jara is not there, Mrityu is not there. That is the assurance. Nachiketa Swami asked Yamadharmaraja, I heard like this. Is it true? Yamadharmaraja said, yes, it is true. I don't go to Swarga. Why? I know that they will come back to me. It is an entertainment place. Why should I go and threaten them? After completing their entertainment, they will come back to me. Shine punye martya lokam vishanti. I know that. So I don't go and disturb them. So there is a possibility of being free from Kala Tattva in a place with certain facilities, comforts, desirable objects, desirable people. These are all for what? Searching for security and peace in another place with another upadhi. That's all. Then you find there also a lot of politics are there in a subtle way, and there are also limitations are there. Even if you want to get it, there are certain things you don't get it. It is only a touristing. You cannot settle there. That's the biggest this one. You have come here as a tourist. They will tell Shine Punya Martya Lokam Vishanti. But there are certain advantages also are there. There is no childhood. There is no jara, old age. So you are always youth. And of course there is no mosquito. The struggles which you had in human life will not be there to get small things. Our human life is full of struggles to get small things. Drinking water, little food, a place free from mosquitoes, not affected by the climate change. There are small things, but still we are not able to get a body with good health without any disease. A parent who can love me and guide me in a proper way. Friends who won't cheat me, who won't lie me. These are all small expectations, but that I don't get it. These are all the advantages in going to heaven. But the disadvantage there also is what? It's all limited. There also every possibility is there for you to desire, for you to get disappointment, grumbling, jealous, and if possible quarrel also. Because the enjoyments which you get there is subject to anityatvam and taratamyam is there. Taratamyam means what? Degrees. Difference in intensity and quality and quantity of pleasures and happiness which you get in lokas, other lokas. In Taittiriya Upanishad, Teye shatam karma devanam anandaha sayeko devanam anandaha. Varieties are there. Karma devaha, one group. Gandharvaha, another group. Devaha, another group. So you take this Karma Deva and Deva. So Karma Deva's 100 units of pleasure, happiness, security is equal to Deva's 1 unit. So naturally 100 is to 1. You will get what? Jealous. Ye karmana abhiyanti. So this karma deva did some good karmas, so therefore they are original citizens, devas. And this person in this Srishti, he has gone there as a tourist. Understood? Indra, Yama, they are from the beginning itself. They only can stay, and that also up to Pralaya. They are also temporary, but compared to this person, they are permanent citizens. Okay? They call it permanent job. A permanent job also is not permanent after 58 years or 60 years. How can you say permanent job? Lifetime tax. Lifetime means it is 100 years, and lifetime tax is valid only up to 15 years. So there are certain statements which doesn't tally with the meaning which is attributed to that. So similarly, Swarga also is Nitya Phalam, eternal heaven. There is nothing called eternal heaven. You have to come back. And it is Anityam also. Taratamyam will be there. And you go to Vaikunta even, next level of Swarga. Here pleasures and other things are there. There Bhagavan will be there. Here Bhagavan's Kinkaras are there, servants. The Indra and others are all servants. There Sakshat Ishvara will be there. What about that place? For that place also many of our sadhus, Mahatmas refuse to go. Pachayma Malaipol Meni, Pavalavai Kamalachengan Achuda, Amararere, Ayardam Korunde Yenum, Ichivai Tavira Yanpoi, Indira Logamalum, Achivai Perinum Venden, Arangama Nagaram. I am happy with Tiruchi Srirangam Bhagavan. I don't want to come to your place. Hanumanji refused to go to Vaikunta. Because there also problems are there. There is no guarantee that you will stay there. Even if you are a personal assistant of Bhagavan himself, Jaya and Vijaya, you have to come back to Martya Loka. Not as devotees, but as Rakshasas. A small mistake, they did not allow some sadhus to go inside, that's all. Security guard work. So naturally it is security guard's nature is what to suspect anyone who comes. Correct? It is in the interest of the master's protection, security. So they did their duty. For that they got this punishment. And when you are looking at Vishnu Bhagavan, how much time you will look at? Whole life you will be looking at. Darshanam, it is called Divya Darshanam. Sada Pashyanti Surayaha Diviva Chakshuratatam. Sada Pashyanti Nitya Surayaha. They are called Nitya Suris. Sada Pashyanti. Always they will be staring at Bhagavan. Imagine the condition of the Bhagavan. All eyes are staring at him. What will Vaikunthanatha will do? Alright, even if you stare, how much time it will stare? How many days? So here at least you will see others who are staring at him. Then this fellow finds next to him same neighbor who happened to be in the world. So naturally mind goes towards the neighbor. This fellow also got this place. Because his experience is what? Whenever he starts any puja or parayana while he was a human being, the neighbor is to disturb. And how he reached, that is the big question. So I cannot accept him reaching the same place which place I reached. So again samsara. My Acharya Swamiji used to say, this taratamyam is a big problem. Difference in intensity and quality and quantity of pleasures and happiness which you get in lokas, other lokas. So there was a person, Ramayan Pandit ji. I told this in our Bhagavatam class. So he went to Swargaloka and he found he has been awarded with a 60-40 plot, wherein beautiful house is constructed with all garden and other thing. Well received, welcomed, and asked to live in this house. So naturally he was happy. Pa, Ram Naam Satya hai. Because of Ramayana Parayana, Ramayana Nama Japa, Sankirtana, I got this. So he was enjoying and he wanted to see the boundaries, naturally. How is my house, how is my garden, like that. Then as even he was just walking towards the wall, he found another piece of land is there. It is 60 by 80, double than his. The natural curiosity has come. Who is this? Then owner of that house, owner of that piece of land comes out. Then he got shocked. Arey, this fellow is here. He got shocked because he happened to be neighbor when this person lived in Bombay. So he got annoyed because very bad experience he had while living in Bhuloka. So he went to Indra and shouted, "What is this? There is no dharma, there is no nyaya at all, there is no justice." What happened? Panditji, what happened? Why you have awarded me this 60-40 piece of land with house, garden? Because you chanted Ramayana. If you would have known the meaning of that Ramayana, you would not have come here. If you know the tattva, philosophy of that Ramayana, you would not have come here. You know just only Shabdas and you enjoyed that reciting those Shabdas. Rama Nama Sankirtana it is, therefore it has created Punyam, therefore this much of award. Okay, I accept it. Why my neighbor has come here? Then he asked Chitragupta or other accountant, "Hey, who is that neighbor? Find out." Then they found out the neighbor is, they are also neighbor. And he happened to have a tricycle. Tricycle. In rickshaw, tricycle, you have seen that? Fat, 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 fat. They call it fat, fat in Bombay. So it will create lot of huge sound. Like our share auto. Big sound will be there. So whenever this Ramayan Pandit ji used to start class, this fellow will start this bike. So natural disturbance. That is the cause of annoyance and enmity also. This fellow would never recited a Ramayana like me. How he got double size award? Then Indra told, by reciting Ramayana you remembered the Lord and you made others to remember the Lord. That punya has given you this award. But when this fellow drove tricycle on the road, every fellow remembered the Lord. Oh Bhagwan bach gaya, oh Bhagwan bach gaya. So he was the instrument in making others to remember the Lord more and more. And you chanted Lord's name for your satsanga, how many people came? Then how many people actually remembered? Some of them slept also. So more or less you are managed to get this punya like that. So taratamya. So it will be there. Te shatam devanamanandaha sayeko indrasyanandaha. 100 units of Deva's pleasures is equal to 1 unit of Indra. Then what about Indra's story? Deye shatam indrasya nandaha sayeko brihaspatera nandaha. Brihaspati, Rishi. So his Ananda is 100 times greater than Indra's Ananda. So this Taratamyam itself shows there also there is every possibility for the individual who aspires for security, happiness and peace to get disappointed, to have complaints, to have jealousy, if possible to have quarrel also. That's why Asuras and Rakshasas are quarreling with Devas. Devas go for quarrel, Asuras also do same thing. What is the difference between both of them? Understood? So, this struggle of gaining Purnatvam by gaining Artha, Kama, Dharma, Purushartha in the form of security, peace and happiness through a particular action or through a bunch of actions, through normal actions or the actions prescribed by the religious texts, is not going to solve the problem of insecurity, insufficiency, smallness, apurnat. To come to this conclusion requires lots of punya, lots of dharmic actions and lots of punya makes him to come to this conclusion, to find out the futility of the struggle. The very struggle should be understood as a futile struggle. Then only you will stop struggling. As long as you consider that this struggle is this action is a valid action, you will continue to do. That is why the thief continues to steal. The drunkard continues to drink. He is not yet convinced that it is harmful for his health. He may nod head also. He may feel also. But when the moment comes, he goes for it. Why? He is not convinced. We also during satsanga, yes, whatever Swami says is nice only. We nod. But again we go back to same type of struggles to fulfill ourselves with a hope, false hope that one day it will be all right. There comes this satsanga, there comes this Vedic pramana. It says you can never be all right. Because the rule is aparam chet praptavyam, param chet jnatavyam. If you want to get aparam, then struggle. If you want to get param, don't struggle, stop all struggles, try to find out something. That's the rule. Aparam means alpam, limited. Limited by desha, kala, vastu. Limited by time, place and the nature of the object. Fire is not water, water is not air, air is not mud, like that. Vastu paricheda it is called. One is different from another. Swarga is not here. You cannot live in Swarga while living in Bhuloka. Swarga is not here, Desha Paricheda. Swarga is different from Bhuloka, Desha Paricheda, distance wise. You cannot live in both places means what? Kala Paricheda. When you desire for an object, that time you don't have, it comes in time, it comes in a place, it comes with a particular form and quality. Correct? So, Desha, Kala, Vastu. Therefore, it is called alpam parichinnam. If you want anything alpam, please struggle. Food is alpam, you have to struggle to gain your food. Cloth is alpam, therefore you have to struggle. You cannot say, I am Brahmasmi, therefore food and cloth will come like that. So struggle for those things which are limited by space, time and quality of that object. That is okay. But what actually you are struggling for? You don't want anything alpam. Suppose I ask, you want to be happy? Yes, I want to be happy. When you want to be happy? Always you tell. Where you want to be happy? Anywhere, everywhere, he says. So you want to go beyond the limitations of always, time, anywhere, everywhere, place. Desha parichinna and kala parichinna, you want to go beyond. Through which you want to be happy? By everything. I don't want any object in my life, any person in my life, any situation in my life which will give me undesirable sorrows. Correct? So what you actually searching for is something beyond desha kala vastu parichinnam. Desire is for one thing and action is for getting another thing. So you are going in a wrong direction. Going to a tea stall, you are asking for ice creams. You desire for akhandam. Actually your desire is for akhandam only. But you are struggling, thinking that by alpam I will be akhanda. So it is not going to be fulfilled. Therefore, param chet jnatavyam. Anything which is akhanda must be beyond desha, kala and object. Correct? Anything. That means what? It should be available all the time. It should be available in all situations. It should be available in all places. So if it is available in all places, in all the time, why you want to get it? It is available. Like akasha, like space, all the time it is available. In your Jagrata Avastha, not in Sushupti. There is no Akasha in Sushupti. There is different Akasha in Swapna. In Jagrata Avastha, this Akasha, the external creation is available for you. Akasha is available for you. When you are flying, mud is not available for you. Correct? You don't walk on the earth. So you are flying. But Akasha, always available. To get that earth, you have to come down. The action is valid action. But to be in Akasha, why should you go up or come down? Yes, whether you are up or down, you are in Akasha only. Whether you are standing or sitting or lying down or walking or running or sleeping, you are in Akasha only. So how can you hope to get something which is available already? It is prapta vastu. Prapta vastu means it cannot be attained. Aprapta vastu only can be attained. You understand? Aprapta means not gained. You can gain something which is not gained by you. You cannot gain something which is already gained by you. Therefore, you should know the futility of action to gain a already gained entity. When Acharya Swami used to say, there was a Shiva Bhakta. So due to his prayers, Ashutoshi, Bhagavan Shivan, appeared in front of him. My dear devotee, what do you want? Then the Shiva Bhakta asked, are you really God? Or is it a Vesha? Because if Bhagavan comes and stands in front of us, immediately we will not accept it. He has to prove. So he told, yes, I am God. What is the problem in that? I can prove. Okay, do you have power to grant my boon? Yes, I can grant any boon. Any boon? Yes, any boon. Pakka? Pakka. Promise? Promise. Then this Bhakta asked, put a head on my shoulder. Put a head on my shoulder. Then Bhagavan told, no, sorry, I cannot do that. Arey, just now you promised. Just now you promised. Like a politician, you are going back from your words. Why you can't do that? Are you incapable of doing it, or am I unqualified to receive it? There are two possibilities now. To get something, either the giver must be incapable or the receiver must be disqualified. So, am I unprepared or disqualified person for this, or are you incapable of giving this? Then he told, yes, I am incapable of granting this boon. Then how can you be called as Ishvara? Then Ishvara told, the all-knowing, omnipotent God also cannot do certain things. Omnipotent means what? One who has the capacity to do anything. All-powerful God also cannot do certain things. In that list, this is there. Your boon is there. How? Then Bhagavan told, I can give you one more head, or I can give you 10 heads also, either horizontally or vertically. Like Ravana got, I can give, but I cannot give you head on your shoulder because you already have it. Because you already have it, I cannot give something which you already have it. I can add in numbers. What was your boon? What was your request? Put a head on my shoulder. Hey idiot, I have already put on your shoulder a head. I can put one more head also, or many more heads also. Or I can put something in your head also. Because a lot of empty spaces are there. That also I cannot do completely. I cannot make you to think. I can give atmosphere to make you to think. Because even all-powerful God also cannot grant knowledge as a boon. He can teach, that's all. But whether we learn or not, that depends upon us. So he cannot say, from today onwards, you will become a jnani. From today onwards, you become a rich person, he can say. Healthy person, he can say. Surgavasi, he can say. But he cannot say, you become a wise man. He can be a teacher or he can provide a teacher. But becoming a wise man depends upon the receiver. So all-powerful God cannot do many things, you know. So he told like that, so I can never put your head on your shoulder because it is already there and there is no need for me to do that also. So I cannot give prapta vastu, nor you can gain prapta vastu. It is a prapta vastu. It is like asking someone, can I get my tongue back, sir? To ask this question, you should have a tongue. So, prapta vastu cannot be attained. And in fact, prapta vastu need not be attained. Because it is prapta vastu. You cannot attain your head. Why? Because it is already attained. There is no need for you to attain a head because it is already there. So therefore only the rule says, there are a lot of Vedantic rules. One rule is this, aparam ched praptavyam, param ched jnatavyam. Para means praptam. Ever existing entity. In example, the head is ever existing entity as long as the human being lives. But here, according to Vedanta, your moksha, your search for freedom from insignificant, small, insufficient, lacking, wanting, sorrowful personality is what you actually seek, but freedom is already yours. And in fact, you don't have freedom, you are freedom itself. Tat Tvamasi. That entity which is seeking for is you yourself. The Vedanta doesn't say you have it already. It is your nature. You are seeking for happiness. Happiness happens to be your nature. You are seeking for security. You are the only secured person, entity in the entire creation. So, jnatavya. This rule should be always kept. So, I can struggle for anything to get except struggling for security, peace and happiness. You get the point? For gaining security, peace and happiness, in one word, Purnatvam, I need not do anything. Then what should I do? Again, we will ask, what should I do? Because our propensity is always doing something. So for that question, Atmavare Drashtavyaha. That is the answer. Seeing is not an action actually. Knowing is not an action actually. Knowledge is not the result of knowing action. Understood? It is Vastu Tantram. In future we will see that. The difference between karma and knowledge pursuit, beautiful it is. In karma pursuit you have an option, you have a will. Kartum, akartum, anyata kartum va shakyate. You can do, you need not do, you can do another way also. But in jnana pursuit you cannot do another way. Nor you can avoid that pursuit also. As long as you open your eyes, you have the freedom. Whether to open your eyes or close your eyes, like Gandhari. But once you open your eyes, the pramanam is there, prameyam is there, and pramana will work on prameyam. Prameyam will show what is prama. Pramana means the instrument of knowledge. Prameyam means the object of knowledge. Prama means the knowledge about the object. As soon you open your eyes, if there is a black cloth in front of your eyes, the eyes will show that it is black cloth. You cannot change it. Nor you can request your eyes, please show it to me as black crow or white cloth. You cannot change it. That's called it is Vastu Tantram. Your knowledge about that object doesn't depend upon your willpower or your instrument. It depends upon the nature of the object. Very subtle idea it is. We will go through afterwards. So, aparam ched praptavyam, param ched jnatavyam. Now the question is, are you going after aparam or are you going after param? If you want to go after param, it should be a knowledge pursuit. If you want to gain something limited, alpavastu, which may be required for your life, for living, but that cannot be taken as a valued pursuit to attain Purnatva. You can go for a grocery shop to get food items, not for peace, security and happiness. You can marry a person to get companionship, friendship or a person to quarrel with, but not to gain security, peace and happiness. You can go for wealth to order some comfortable things, objects, situations in your life, but not for security, peace and happiness. Got the point? For security, peace and happiness, you don't need to do anything. Only thing is you have to know something. Suppose if you say, no, by gaining this as a karma phalam, I will give Purnatvam, then Vedanta says, Anitya karma phalam nitya purnaha na bhavati kadanchit kadachit. Nitya purnatvam cannot be anitya karma phalam. That is another rule. Karma phalam means which is the result of your actions, which was not available during the action, which is not going to be there after some time or certain situations, correct? And which is different from you, the karta, who decide for it, and you, the bhokta, who is going to enjoy it, correct? Therefore it is anitya. That's why karma phalam means what? Phalgutaya liyate iti. That which is subject to destruction, which is subject to exhausted. It is going to get exhausted. Understood? Last class I told that ice cream, it will exhaust. In that list your punya also is there, your strength also is there, your lifespan also is there, your health also is there, your knowledge, everything is there. So, anitya karma phalam cannot be nitya purnatvam. For purnatva, another meaning is moksha. Why purnatva and moksha are same? Purnatvam is nothing but freedom from struggles. Correct? Moksha means what? Much dhatu. Moksha means what? Much dhatu. To get freedom. Freedom from what? Freedom from your smallness. From your wanting personality, you are desiring to be free. Freedom means freedom from your wanting personality. Small personality, insignificant personality, limited personality. So, Purnatva means moksha. One side you call it Purnatva, another side you call it moksha. Moksha from wanting personality, Purnatvam of a person who doesn't have any wants. Correct? So, karma phalam nitya purnatvam or nitya moksha na bhavati. Why? Karma phala itself cannot be nityam. Karma phalasya anityatvat. Therefore, if purnatvam has to be nityam, if moksha has to be nityam, that's what you desire. When I ask, when you want to be happy, when you want to be free from all wants, you said what? All situations, all places, from all objects, like that only, all. So you want it nityam. So it has to be, nityam means it cannot be karma phalam. It has to be praptam. Nitya means praptam. like space. Praptam it is. Nitya means praptam. Therefore, you cannot go towards this gaining something. That's why Shastra told, na karma na na prajaya dhane na tyage naike. Nasti akrita kritena. Kritena karmana akritaha nasti prapta vastu nasti. No, ordinary actions, okay, can give limited karma phalam, but extraordinary actions like Rajasuya Yaga, Ashwamedha Yaga, because Veda has prescribed all those things, that also will be limited. Tad yatha iha karma jito lokaha kshiyate evameva amutraha punya jito lokaha api kshiyate. Chandogya Upanishad says this. Like your karma jita lokaha, the objects or comforts or desired things which earned by your local actions are getting exhausted. Similarly, the divinely objects, divinely desired things are going to get exhausted. So therefore, there is no difference between karma phalam getting exhausted, either in Bhuloka or any other loka. That's what I told you in the beginning. Shine punye martya lokam vishanti. You have to come back. So therefore, don't struggle to get security, peace and happiness. No, I cannot live without that. That's why I say, since you cannot live without security, peace and happiness, since all your struggles are for getting these three things in the form of your Purnatvam, therefore only Atmavare Drashtavyaha. You find out something whether you are seeking for is already there or not. According to me, it is there already. And in fact, it is you already that. Searching for your Purnatvam is searching for Prapta Vastu. Searching for Prapta Vastu is a most futile effort. Tulsidas Maharaj says, Lahari doonde lahar ko, kapata doonde soot, Jiva doonde Brahma ko, Tino oot ke oot, Siyavara Ramachandra ji ki jai. Siyavara Ramachandra ji ki jai. Ramachandra ji, who is accompanied with his Maya Shakti, Siya means Sita ji. So I put the jai because it is something grand power which makes the unforgettable thing to forget. Like a lahar, a wave searching for water. How can a wave forget water? So it is searching for water. Wave is searching for water. Cloth is searching for yarn. Kapata doonde soot. Kapata means cloth. Soot means yarn. How can a cloth can search for yarn? Jiva doonde Brahma ko. How can a jiva can search for infinitude, Purnatvam? Is it possible? Yes, it is possible because of this Maya Shakti. Tine oot ke oot. Oot ke oot means filtered idiots. Vadigattana muttal. Oot means muttal, idiot. Oot ke oot means filtered idiots. But of course, it is not the person's problem. It is the problem created by Maya Shakti of the Bhagavan, like that he says. So in this situation, for this shloka, Acharya Swamiji used to say, wonderful, a dialogue between waves. A dialogue between waves. Those details we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.
परम दयाल Prabhu Parama